Yes. Yeah. Hi everyone, same process as before, please. Please raise your hand if you have a question, and we'll take questions from English media first, followed by any questions from Spanish media. Gigi will answer in Italian. We'll start with Vinny here at the front. Thank you.
Now, Alvaro Arbeloa said to us earlier today that he still sees Madrid as favourites over the tie. How do you see it, though?
Ma sì, sicuramente è una delle squadre favoriti per la vittoria finale della Champions.
I'm sure that it's one of the favourite teams for the Champions League final. Well, history speaks by itself, and they are quite used to playing these kind of games. However, they will find a team like us in front of them, and we really want to win. We really want to move on, and we really want to surprise them. So they will find a team that is really hungry, and we will want to fight until the end. We know perfectly the atmosphere they will find in Bernabeu tomorrow, and it is very important to manage some situations because there will be a second leg. So we will have 2 games to manage with different situations. And we'll have to be as calm as possible. We'll have 2 games, one here, and the next one will be in Manchester at home.
The Champions League and the style of football is slightly different, but we don't get a chance to speak to you too often in England. So I'm just wondering, what's been the biggest adaptation for you since you moved to the Premier League? What have you had to get used to the most?
Ma io penso che
Well, I think that feeling with my teammates, because in other aspects I always do what I know how to do the best, to parry, to be at the goal, and I'll try to do my job as good as I can. And I think that the feeling with our teammates is the most difficult thing, because you need to understand them. You need to understand how they move. You need to understand how they perform. But regarding the rest, well, it's been quite easy. Of course, thanks to all of them, thanks to the team, thanks to the coach that has really made me feel at home. I think that I've been in Manchester for many years, and this has been my most important victory, and I'm really more than happy for it. And right now, I feel really good. I always try to give my best. I always try to help my team, and I try to do everything that I can in order to win as my other teammates.
Hi, Gigi.
Hi.
The competition with PSG last season, do you see this City team as potential winners of the competition this season?
Ma io penso che ci sono.
Well, I think that there are some teams that can make it to the final victory. This is what happens in Champions League. There are many strong teams, many tough teams. And if we speak about last season, before the round of 16, nobody thought that PSG could be a strong candidate to win the final, but things can change overnight. It depends on the timing. It depends on how fit the team is. So I think that we need to be able to manage some situations properly. And right now we are about to play games where you're either in or out. So you need to be able to manage things properly, because you have 2 games, first leg, second leg, and sometimes you maybe don't have to put things at much risk. Maybe you can make less mistakes because you know that every single detail could make the difference. And I think that in Champions League, details are everything. They really make the difference. How able you are to manage situations and to make as few mistakes as possible. But of course, there are many teams that could be candidates to win this Champions League. We try to move on. I will try to make it to the end. But of course, there are very strong teams that will do the same.
Hi, GTO. It's your first year with Man.
Hola.
You have so much experience. I just wondered, are you a loud person in the dressing room? Have you come in and spoken about your experience and helped the players around you, because it is quite a young squad? And do you feel like one of the leaders in the team already?
Sì, infatti devo ringraziare loro perché
Well, in fact, I have to say thanks to all of them, because Bernard, Ruben, Rodri, every single leader of this team has welcomed me very, very well, with their arms open, I have to say. And they have allowed me to feel as part of the team, to feel at home. This is something paramount for a new player, because without any kind of doubt, it was not easy at the beginning to change everything, to change the city where I lived, to change the team that I played for. And I have to say that I feel very well. We have many young players, and without any kind of doubt, I can give them a hand. I'm trying to help them as much as I can with some situations, and I feel that I can really help them out, because I have a great experience. I'm young, but it's true that I have experience, and I think that I can give them some advice to the players that are starting to face this kind of games. However, I think that we are a very well balanced team, because we have amazing players, we have great names that have won many titles, and we have very strong young players that are growing and developing that can give us a hand. In fact, they are giving us a hand throughout the season. And the older players, so to speak, are helping them out with their experience.
Alex Ashmore for Sporty. This might be an obvious question, but is there maybe a feeling of relief that Kylian Mbappe might not be playing tomorrow, or won't be playing tomorrow? Thank you.
io sicuramente Kylian.
Well, there's no doubt that Kylian will have had I've been lucky enough to play with him, and he's one of the most amazing players in the world. He's a great talent, and as a goalkeeper, not facing this kind of players is, or can be, an advantage, so to speak. You have less work to do, I would say, but the players that will replace him are champions. We are playing against Real Madrid, that has a team made up by champions. So we'll have to pay the same attention, and I hope that of course, Kylian's not only a football player, he's a man. I'm a great friend of his, and I hope that he can come back very soon, and that he can be ready for the second leg, because he really deserves it. And I hope that he plays again, so that he can do what he's the best at.
Ciao, buonasera.
Ciao.
In italiano va bene?
Ah, sì.
Ciao Gigi.
So in Italian, is that fine? Yeah, sure. Well, I'm Donnarumma from Blue Sport from Switzerland. I would like to ask you, in my opinion, tomorrow, but next Tuesday too, the two goalkeepers can make the difference. And you are two of the best goalkeepers on a global scale. So I would like to know, what do you admire of Thibaut Courtois? What do you like from him, or something that you would, not what you take from him, but something that you like about the way he plays? Well, thanks for the compliment, first and foremost. I have a great relationship with Thibaut. And there's no doubt about the fact that he's one of the strongest goalkeepers on a global scale. I've always admired him, even when I was very young, when I was playing for Milan. He has always been playing at the top level. He has been among the best in class for many years. And I think that I have many things to learn from such a goalkeeper. So he has really performed at his top level for every team that he has played. And he has always been among the 2 or 3 best goalkeepers in the world. He has been there for many years. So this means a lot for a goalkeeper. And we hope that in these 2 games, we can do our best too. And I hope that you have some room to score a goal or a few of them. But of course, he's an amazing goalkeeper. And I always try to learn from him. Even the way he plays, without many complications on at a mental level, and his history speaks by itself, and it says that he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and this is everything.
Por aquí. Has dicho, te he entendido.
Hello, you said that tomorrow Real Madrid is going to play against a young team and really willing to surprise. I would like to ask you, do you think that Real Madrid, what has happened to Real Madrid this season is that maybe it's not hungry enough because they've won many things, maybe they're more veteran than you, and maybe they're not as hungry as you are? No, I don't think that Real Madrid is not hungry, because to play for Real Madrid is not for everyone. I think that they deserve to be here. They deserve to wear this T-shirt. I don't think that it doesn't mean to be. I mean, it doesn't mean to be not to be hungry. Of course, there have been ups and downs, I would say, but we know that Champions League is a different competition. It is totally different championship, and we are ready because we know that we are going to play against a young team, but with great players. And of course, Real Madrid players want to take their team to the final. We know that it's going to be a tough game, that we will have to be very much prepared when we've done so, because we have a great coach that helps us a lot in this sense. But we need to be able to control our feelings, because to play in this stadium is not easy. We need to be able to manage some situations, some emotions, and without any kind of doubt, we will find a young Real Madrid, but they will be hungry, of course, and they will want to have a good result for the second leg.
Jaime Mateo para Dosis Futbolera.
Hello, Jaime Mateo for Dosis Futbolera. You are back in Santiago Bernabeu. You were here in 2022 with PSG, and it was quite a controversial time for you. What did you learn then? And do you really have that personal feeling of revenge to say, I'm going to play better than that day? Thank you. Well, yeah, there's no doubt about the fact that I've grown very much since that year, because I've played more games. I have much more experience, and this helps a lot. This helps you learn how to manage different situations. Of course, there's no revenge, because these are situations that can happen. These are situations that happen on the pitch that, of course, they can happen. The truth is that tomorrow there will be a different game. There will be a game with individual stories, so to speak. Our goal is to win, so that we can take City where it deserves, knowing that we have 2 games to play. And tomorrow, it will just be the first half of a very beautiful game. Thank you very much. Cheers.